Tonight on RGB, we find out who got in the news. And then we learn why some famous faces famous. And we go behind the headlines with Thickleeyonce.
Uqalile bantu November and it's got to December holidays. It feels like this year has already exposed more celebrity secrets than that screenshot. Esboni said the only thing Mabala Noise could not buy for him. My name is Sanaza Yalwa. This is the Real Boss.
Now here at RGB, we don't hold back on people's bad decisions, like knowing when to press send and when you should be pressing delete. We actually share 30 minutes of it with you every week. Donovan Goliath, and if you know your local calendar well, you'll know that every first Saturday of November is when Children's Day is celebrated here in South Africa.
Now the aim of Children's Day is to highlight children's rights in the nation. Malungelo are often neglected and abused. We here at RGB believe that the only time people's rights should not be respected is if they were up to no good. And here's proof of what we're talking about. Nazindaba Zalevik.
Now, romance can be a wonderful thing, but now is not one of those times. Apparently, Utina Dlangwana said that Oskido wants her back. Oskido has said that she's crazy and he's moved on, and then she said that he's puke she'd never swallow back. What? Can you feel the hate?
Meanwhile, Uzwai and Melanie have said that they're still good friends now, and that they're doing it mainly for the kids. It's also because there was a prenup and everybody gets to keep their own stuff.
UMT was full of apologies after he accidentally made his star player Insta-famous in a bathroom. Here's a thought. Don't hold your phone while you're holding your own, or you might find that 45 isn't actually a nickname, it's a measurement in millimeters. That the reason he's called MT is because down there, go empty. Guys.
But now we know what Roll Up was really about. Nasty C Uti akazingenelangi SA Hip Hop Awards Bolonyaka because he felt that they didn't properly acknowledge his success last year. Mabala Noise has said that they stand by him and that he doesn't need an award to validate himself. So he didn't get one.
KO has poured ice water on any hopes that Tear Gas will be making a comeback. He cited that bad vibes among the members have made it so that they can't work together on stage, and he doesn't want to do that to the fans. So for now, if you want Tear Gas, go to a protest.
Unless it's Black Monday, but that's a different thing. Simpiwe Dana has spoken out about her ongoing battle with depression, and stated that the worst thing you can do when you're depressed kusela utywala. Alcohol only postpones the sadness, kind of like what it does to your work problems on a Sunday night, because umvulo uzawuhlale kulindile.
Now this week saw Samkelo Ndlovu and Iman Mkwanazi touring about what Iman said about Black Monday. It went something like this. You said something I don't like. Oh yeah, well, take your opinion and shove it, okay? Yeah, well, you're still a doo-doo head. Well, I know you are, but what am I? Well, I know you are, but what am I? No, you, no, you. We totally all feel better about knowing that, right?
Yeah, my brain totally just took a nap right now. Now, Uzahara uti waingena chomi zininzi yena ekula because of her voice and crooked teeth. Kukumakhelwane owayefike ngenyimini kokwabo ekhangela umama kaZahara. Wathi, I'm not looking for you, boy. No problem, Spinach. You must say the same thing to her. Autograph.
Oh, Betuna Spinach. Now, Uponi Mbuli recently put a guy on blast for regularly sending her sexually charged DMs on Facebook. Seriously? Now, ladies, here's what you need to do. If this happens to you, realize that the guy obviously has too much time. So, screen grab that stuff and send it to his wife, his job, and his family. Trust me, he will be busy for a long time.
And Busha Samuels went off this week after a guy emailed her and said to funulala naye and would pay 25,000 for one night. Gentlemen, this is never, ever okay. We are not pieces of meat. Having said that, Instagram, it sounds a little bit like a scam. Like this 419 guy is trying to show you 45 yak.
That's the way it was for celebs this week, but only they will decide the way it will be in the news headlines next week.
All trying to get a selfie. Here comes RGB's own Why Am I Famous to make sure that you're not clueless in public again.
Now here is DJ Tira telling in his own words why Makoya pairing is now on the tip of every Gqom music fan's tongue.
I say, why am I famous? Me, I just rock. I don't know, people just love me because I give them good music. People just love me because I make them dance. So, but at the same time, they like chiki chiki ta. Wow, shot.
It only takes 10 years of hard work to become an overnight success.
And Utira deserves every last drop of the fruits of his labors. Now it's time for us to do what a lot of children enjoy most about school, break time! Irel Kopoza will be back shortly. Coming up, we learn how to get in vogue with fashion. We saw what steps made the gold at the Dance Music Awards. Now, the only show that does to celebrity egos when they make mistakes what your parents did to your backside after a bad report card is back.
On that suffering sidebar for a second, one thing anybody who's anybody in fashion knows is that beauty is pain. Annual Hyde Park Corner magazine launch, how much pain does it take to look picture perfect?
The last time the you must suffer for beauty theory went wrong for me was when I realized I can start wearing wigs and I don't have to suffer for beauty. I can even get a braided wig and I don't have to sit down for 7 hours.
The most uncomfortable thing I've done in the name of fashion is probably wearing new shoes.
Ridiculously high heels, too tight, to crazy things with my hair. You know, the kind of those hairstyles where you take them out at the end of the night and like, it's painful eventually.
Interviews. Beauty is pain. I'm in the beauty business. I know how much pain I inflict on people, and they pay me for it.
What did we do, sis? There's no such thing as suffering for beauty. You must go through what you must go through to get to where you want to be and feel beautiful.
What makes people buy hardcover magazines, I think, is to awaken your senses, you know what I mean?
I enjoy the actual copy. I like collecting history. I collect like literally all magazines.
The pages almost come to life in a way.
Nothing beats that.
They used to put like perfumes on the page, so you'd open it and then smell it. You don't get that on digital. How you gonna smell it? How? Duh.
I love the feeling and the smell of turning a page and feeling that it's real, and that's where your imagination is going to sort of like delve into, and you're going to escape into that particular block of pages.
What advice would I give to someone who always gets it wrong in fashion? Quit, love. Quit now. It's not your friend. It's not loyal to you.
Just don't overdo it.
Go online, YouTube, watch some TV shows that have got to do about fashion. Wrong, right, wrong.
Keep trying, boo.
Find your style.
I would say, do you, boo?
Now, the day I learned that beauty is pain is when I went for my first bikini wax. Yeah, guys, this thing made me cry more than a mourner at a funeral who is watching his friend and an outstanding loan get buried.
Now, one thing that SA is fast gaining a reputation for is being the dance music capital of the world. So, I know but we had to launch the Dance Music Awards, and here's what went down when the awards were passed around.
You're very good looking, Julian. Are you married?
No.
Okay, this is a good thing for me. I didn't know we were rolling already. Who are you rooting for tonight?
Well, you know, dance music has been so exciting in South Africa. So many great talents, you know, Julian Gomes, Black Coffee.
It has to be my brother, Julian Gomez.
I think Julian Gomes.
How did you feel the first time you heard Kwaito music?
I felt like this is something I can relate to.
Hip-hop.
Hip-hop as well, amazing music.
How did you feel the first time you heard rap music?
It made me excited. It taught me a couple of swear words.
And rap?
What's the difference?
House music.
I'm still warming up to it.
What is the one genre you would not want to dance to?
Reggae. Well, I don't know how to dance to rock.
I refuse to dance to opera.
So what do you do when your friend is singing along loudly but singing the wrong thing?
I tell them to shut up.
I'd actually just support them. I'm a supportive guy. I'd be like, yeah, man, you did well. Like, you did well. Google lyrics.com.
Who would you want to take on in a dance battle? Babes.
DJ Fresh.
Wait, you want to challenge me to a dance off?
Come on, let's go.
Maybe this is a thing that must can to happen.
I think I can take you on.
You think you can take me?
Well, maybe Tamara Day, because we both got a bum.
What is the dumbest dance you've ever seen?
Manyisa. Must be my own dance that I created. People say it's whack.
What is the one song lyric that you always got wrong?
Well, I thought it was funk just for fun. And as it turns out,
Everything. I suck at lyrics. So
I don't think you and I would work out because I live for lyrics. But then again, they say opposites attract, so that might work.
Yes, I think the only music I wouldn't dance to is whatever they will be playing at my funeral. Otherwise, it's always Vosho time, Baba.
Yeah, I can see how dancing at your own funeral can be #awkward. Siqaleleni ke nina, you're impossible to dance to music on social media while the advertisers try to scheme your year-end bonus.
Irel Gobozo will be back shortly. After the break, we bring you Thickleeyonce on the hot seat. You don't want to miss this.
The only show that brings you all the people you wish you were friends with instead of just social media following. Ibuyele kwakhona for more of that real Goboza one-on-one magic.
Now, one of the things I love most about social media is that it gives us the chance to share ideas and discuss topics we usually don't in day-to-day life. Now, our guest on the seat of superstars tonight has influenced what the discussion of what is true beauty and even made international headlines when she shut down a hater and made it clear that body shaming is not acceptable or tolerable.
Now, here to share her journey from shy and scared little girl to shining plus-size role model, photographer, and a diva with more followers than all the skinny slay queen wannabes combined. The real Goboza is proud to have in studio Lesego Thickleeyonce Lekgobane. Come through, mama. With your see-through dress, girl.
Do you see that strut?
This is family TV. How you gonna come through or see-through? All right, you got your
I'm good. How are you guys?
Very good, man.
Good to see you again.
Awesome.
For those at home who do not know, how did the name Thickleeyonce come about?
I've always been a Beyonce fan. Like, I'm like super obsessed with Beyonce.
Preach, girl.
So in high school, my friends put together my real name, Lesego, and Beyonce's name, and we ended up with Leonce. I just put the thick in it to embrace my body and be like, I'm here, mama, thick and
catchy,
sexy.
eh?
And
It's so catchy.
I can't even run away from it and change it.
You can't deny it. Just like, let's see what this is about. It's amazing. I love it. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but you're a photographer as well. Tell me a little bit about that.
I always say that photography was a calling for me. It was something that chose me because I remember being like 6 years old, other kids playing outside, kicking balls, playing with dolls, and I was paging through magazines, telling my grandmother, I want to take pictures just like this. And ever since then, I think I got my first camera when I was like 15, and the journey just took me away, and I've loved it since.
And your subject matter, like what do you enjoy shooting?
Definitely beauty and fashion. That's my specialty when it comes to photography.
Awesome.
So speaking of beauty, you've been on social media basically shaking up what we tend to think is a stereotypical beautiful woman. What is a beautiful woman for you?
For me, a beautiful woman is anyone who's comfortable in their skin, someone who's confident, someone who believes in themselves, and someone who doesn't need anyone's approval or verification. I know from the time I leave my house that I got this, I'm good. So that's what beauty is to me, confidence.
I like it,
I like that. You gotta say it with that snap of the neck. Let's stay on the subject of social media. Now, you've obviously received a lot of love on social media, but an equal amount of hate.
Not an equal, I'd say, just like a teeny
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. The love always like...
The love wins, no?
All the
How do you
time.
deal with that, though? Like, how do you deal with being attacked by people?
You know, I think from the time I joined social media, when a lot of people were like, what's going on? What's this fat girl doing with crop tops and shorts? I had to learn that most of the time when people are mean or cruel towards me, it has absolutely nothing to do with me. It's just a reflection of who they are. People like dragging you into their misery, and I'm just like, you know what? Whoever's hateful towards me, I just got to accept that it has nothing to do with me.
They'll never say to your face.
Ever, ever, ever. Always on their phones, never to my face.
Because people are they're so eager, you know, to police women. And it's not just a big girl.
Yeah.
It'll be, what's this fat girl doing in a crop top? But then it'll be, what is Bonnie Mbuli doing in shorts?
True.
She's too old for this, you're too young for this, you're too fat for... What is going on? Why do we have to police women?
I think just in general, society sets standards in terms of what women are supposed to do. Like you said, it's policing. We literally, from the time that we are born, there's a criteria on what's beautiful, what's not, what's accepted and what's not. So the minute you defy those societal standards, everybody's like, what's going on? This is strange. And people feel the need to attack you on that because you don't conform to what's acceptable or what's normal.
Let's talk about that that infamous meme that gentleman put out.
That was heard across the world.
Yes, the petite. Was it Joel Kayembe?
It was Joel Kayembe.
Yes. Let's talk about that for a little bit. Like when you saw that pop up, tell me about your reaction, because the clapback was...
I thought it was just so simple and straight to the point.
That's why it was so good.
The beauty of it is you didn't need to tear him down. You didn't need to say you ugly this and that. You didn't need to go anywhere near it.
Not at all. I mean, it was like almost midnight. I'm ready to go to bed and somebody tagged me like, yo, did you see this? Somebody's like, and I'm like, first of all, I really don't like you. Where do you get the impression that I like you? And I hate that society, men, assume that when you are fat or when you are not conventionally beautiful, you have no standards. You literally jump into anything that's walking around, that's a man, you're like, okay, you know, so...
Because he wants me, I should feel honored.
I should feel special because I'm fat. No,
guys, men's entitlement is like mangas. But there was this one hashtag that you used in your responses to all of that. Fat and still out of your league.
Fat and still out of your league.
I felt that in the bottom of my soul. I was like, yo, Booty, where else are you going to go from that? Like, I'm still out of your league.
Wow.
No, they need to know I don't have to be your type of beautiful for me to settle for you. I can be me, beautiful like me, and still be out of your league. So I think it's important for men to understand that.
No, but bakatazila bantwana babantu. And you had this clapback, and I remember Nicki Minaj got onto it. Ariana Grande's retweeting you. Was it Teen Vogue?
Teen Vogue called me out.
They said they wanted to interview you.
I did a whole interview with them. It was just about me and everything else except for the clapback, but also on my body positivity. And I also did New York Times. I did BBC. I did so many amazing stuff. I was like 3 in the morning. I was like full face beat doing Skype interviews. It was bizarre. Craziest 3 days of my life.
So now the Twitter streets also said that you used to shame the skinny girls. True or false?
True-ish.
Kind of did.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There was a tweet from 2013, but I always say that...
the date, guys.
No, they brought it up.
Twitter keeps your files. Is on that.
Oh,
the date is on the
date,
tweet.
No?
So it's from 2013, and I always say it was probably one of the worst years of my life, because if I went through the actual timeline of those tweets, there was a following tweet that said, if I was a man, I would only date tall, skinny, light-skinned women. So it kind of shows you that psychologically I was messed up. So it turned to a point of resentment towards women that look nothing like me, because that's all society was literally celebrating. And then again, it goes back to whenever someone is cruel towards you, nothing to do with you but themselves. So that was just me projecting my own miserable state of mind. And it's so weird. I'm like, you guys pull out that tweet. Why do you not pull out the apology from 2013, 2014, 15, 16, and 17 every time you pull out that tweet? Let's pull out the apology as much as you're going to pull out the...
Apologies are boring.
True, I guess
that's it.
Spice the spice is where it's at.
We want the spicy parts, don't we, Donald?
That's why we are on this show, Snazo. Should we talk about SA Fashion Week and what happened there?
Also another crazy thing, right? I mean, here I am. How often do you guys see a fat girl walking on a ramp for a big brand?
Absolutely.
Barely happens. So I thought I'm definitely jumping on this. I'm no runway model. I've never done it. I was super anxious. Rehearsed for like 2 days. And then my moment came. I literally forgot everything that I had rehearsed because I walked out and the whole damn room was just going, Leonce, Thicky. I mean, your bonangs, your undertabetes, your kanyam, and I'm like, all my faves are here screaming for me. I lost my cool. I was out there smiling and just doing my own thing. I was like, Savannah's gonna kill me. Savannah's gonna kill me. I'm not allowed to smile. I'm not allowed to swing my hands. I just lost it. Social media reacted in a way that I did not expect. People literally turned it into something terrible. Like, I was like, people were like, her thighs touch. I'm sure they could start a fire. She looks like an elephant. What? I'm like, really? Is that the only thing that stood out from you guys, opposed to it being literally a milestone and something so freaking amazing? It literally broke me. Like, even now, it still goes on. It's just that, you know what, I've decided, like, I mean, for 4 years, I've been ignoring it. It's just that one day where I thought I had so much fun, I really enjoyed it. And I was like, you know what, enough is enough. What has to happen for society to realize that cyberbullying is a real thing? I've had to fight for where I am. I had to fight for myself.
You have to fight your own demons.
You know, I was my worst enemy. And people want to take you back to that dark place. And I refuse. I point blank refuse. I mean, it hurts. We all have our bad days where some days it's whatever, some days it really hurts. I was just like really fed up with it.
Yeah.
Now, you took a stand against bullying and how it made you feel, and you also apologized to Lerato Kganyago for comparing her to Bonang when everyone was bullying her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you and Lerato ever kiss and make up?
We did.
Oh,
totally,
that's great.
Absolutely. We spoke. Actually, that was the day I was going through the most, and I was like, you know what? Whenever anything happens, people all are like, oh, but you used to be mean to Lerato, and I'm like, I literally said I don't like her dress or the Bonang thing.
Yeah, I mean,
you know? But I guess, you know, we deal with things differently. Yeah. I might not think it's a big deal, but to her, it might be something that really affects her. Hence, I felt the need to apologize because there's always been a bit of tension. But that day, I was really in a bad space, and she called me and she literally got me out of bed, and I opened the curtains because she said some amazing things to me, and I'm really grateful for her that day. But we spoke, we kissed, and we made up, and we're really good.
Awesome, man.
Do you think, in hindsight, you should have spoken to her privately, or are you okay overall with having done it on a public platform?
My thing with that is that I tweeted it on a public platform, so it's only fair for me to apologize. I mean, I couldn't really do it like privately because it's not like I had any relationship with her prior to this, but I felt like I said it on Twitter, might as well apologize
on Twitter.
That's it.
I love it too. Siswam, what can we expect from you in the future? And for those who don't follow you yet, how can they go about it?
I have like amazing campaigns that are coming out with a very big brand, so I'm super excited for it to come out. I just signed a modeling contract. I was always skeptical about being a plus-size model, but I'm doing something super cool internationally, so I'm excited for that. And there's my plus-size clothing line. Shut up,
I promise you, I will fit into the carry-on bag. I'll be 8 kilograms to make sure you take me onto the plate.
You just fit in it. Yeah, so amazing stuff coming up. And on social media, I am Thickleeyonce all around. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Okay.
Love it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you for being so, like, you know what was great about her is, you know, like, she didn't have to think about anything. This thing has really affected her. And you threw out, like, what you've been.
This is my life.
This is great, man.
Awesome.
This is great. Thank you.
So
really,
much,
really do
guys.
appreciate it. Thickleeyonce. Now, isn't it amazing how somebody who accepted what other people viewed as a flaw and turned it into a defining strength? Next time you get down on yourself, remember that it's all about how you treat it as a problem or opportunity to be a superstar.
Now it's time for today's class on all things fabulous and famous to come to an end. Uba kukwinotes wena usafuna uzongeza sebenzisa hashtag yetu RealGoboza and tell us on Facebook official RealGoboza okanye on the Bluebird or Instagram @official RGB.
Or you can roll the dice and get a follow back, a mention, possibly a DM, or even blocked on our personal pages @Donovan Goliath and @Sinazu Yolwa. Good night. This has been great. Thickleeyonce. Yes.